بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم به نستعين ونهتدي والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أفضل الخلق والمرسلين أثره نقتفي وبه نقتدي أما بعد. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. The topic of tonight is the techniques of negotiations. Actually, it is a tough topic. And I tried to summarize many techniques, almost 16, so as to lead negotiations correctly. Well, let's start by the definition of the techniques of negotiation. So the techniques of negotiations are simply used to get a consensus and closing a deal. That's it. I get to the point. I really said the ability to negotiate rely on both things. I mean, consensus and closing the deal. That's it. So the business professionals negotiate with both of employees for salary, for example, and also with investors and suppliers and buyers for investments or supply chain. The negotiation demands understanding of the other person. This is very important. And a great negotiator is someone who gets what he wants while offering the other side enough to compromise without losing faith in the deal. This is very, very, very important. Let's talk about the techniques of negotiation. So I count about 16 techniques. So let's start by the first one. The first one is to build a rapport first. So in addition to being a businessman or business owner, you are also a human being, and naturally, as human beings, we would like to work with someone or somebody that we know, we like, and we trust. So the rapport here is very critical in the negotiation process. It is done, especially if it is done correctly, because it would foster the trust, the understanding, and the communication within that process. Second technique is to offer something of value to the other. So, because everybody should feel that he has won, like a business owner with employee, for example. The employee would require, for example, a high salary, but he must demonstrate why he requires that higher salary. Maybe due to his skills, or for example, he would reach a certain goal. So that's it. Like if he is justifying, for example, that salary. That's it. The third technique is you have to focus on obtaining a win-win. Remember that, because in negotiation outcome you have three results. You have win-win, win-lose, and lose-lose. So, but please focus on win-win. I think that would help each other to get a consensus and also to close the deal correctly, because you have to first of all you have to decide on workable wins, and second thing is to brainstorm what the wins of what are the potential wins of the others, if you want to get that, if you want to reach that goal, of win-wins. So you have to focus, as I said, to focus on obtain win-win. But if you want to get to reach that goal, so you have to think about your workable wins, and also to think also about the potential wins of the other part. That's it. The fourth technique is to make negotiations about them, not about you. Let me explain. So, for example, if you can figure out how they will benefit from giving you what you want, then you've learned the most important tip in negotiations. So like if you, for example, if you say to them, for example, you want to reach a goal and to get something for them. So you explain, if you get that thing, they would benefit, they would draw a benefit from giving you such or such thing. Always I'm talking about negotiation, I mean in the framework of the relationship between employer and employees, or for example, supplier and the buyer. So it depends on the situation. So I mean in general meaning. The fifth technique is, please, if you are negotiating, don't take it personally, especially if things that are not convenient to your situation, or for example, the offer, for example, would not be convenient for you. I mean, always don't take things personally. For example, the price or the salary offered. You should always think that, for example, that the offer in terms of price or salary that were offered to you, it values the service or the job, not you. Because the emotions are very important. So if you take it personally, then maybe that would destroy the process of negotiation. You're not going till the end. The sixth technique is to determine what you are worth. You always demonstrate by acts what you are doing as a job. Like if you are giving value to your job, to your item, for example, if you are for example a supplier. Seventh technique, it's to remain, always to be honest. That's very important. So like that, you can maintain the trust, and you would create a convenient climate of equitable exchange. And number 8, the 8th technique, it's never take the first offer. Never. That would help you to get the win-win, and you also it would save time so as to think about what you are going to offer, because maybe you have fixed ideas, but so you should be flexible. Anyway, so technique number 9, embrace the pregnant pause. Let me explain. For example, after outlining the priorities from both parties, so discussions would be intense, but there is a break. From that break, from time to time, there is a special break. So don't talk first. So because the other part can come back with a special or a better offer. So easy. Don't talk first. Let him talk. Listen. Number 10, define your non-negotiables, like your boundaries, for example. Like red lines. You can remain flexible, but you can make the other understand that, for example, those lines, or for example, those things are not for negotiation. So no way. 11. Get comfortable. Say no. You would tell me why. I would tell you that no is like a verbal brick wall that would stop the other going forward in a discussion. So it would stop him. And because no, the word no, holds power and also saves time and money. Number 12, be flexible. Don't fix your ideas. Explore the possibilities, even though you are not interested in the offer of the other. You see, like that, you are going till the end. And some people, for example, Some countries are known to do that. I'm not going to mention them, but I admire that in them. They're going till the end. They, then I mean that they are not making you waste time, but they explore your brain. What do you want? Till, for example, the scenario. For example, in such scenario, what they are going to do with you? So it's like a sort of strategy that they use to understand the other. But anyway, let's focus on the other strategies that we still have. Number 13. Focus on your counterparts, emotions, and culture. That's very important. You would understand his motivations, the body language. For example, if he remains silent, does it mean yes or no? And as I told you before, cultures are different from a country to another country. Like, for example, Chinese, Arab people, the Westerners, or even the Americans compared to the British, or for example, the French to the Spaniards. They are Latin language, for example. They are Latin people, but they are different. So you have to understand the culture. That would help you, for example, to because if you want to understand the other, to know him better, so you have to understand him. Everything about the way he's the way he's eating, the ways, for example, the way to decline an offer, the body language, the eye contact. For example, in some cultures, it's an obligation. In other cultures, it's not an obligation. Or for example, they avoid that. So, culture is very important. The technique number 14 is to understand the big picture. You would tell me, what is the big picture? I would tell you the perspectives of the others, their goals, so as to think about solutions that can meet the interests of all the parties. You see, if you understand how the other is thinking about such, about or his potential goals, then you can tailor some offers that would meet the expectations of your partner. At the same time, so you're going to reach the goal that we talk about: win-win, win-win. Focus on win-win negotiation. Number 15. Ask questions, but listen. The active listening, and you can also write down the answers or the replies, so as to know, for example, what are the offers that you can accept, or for example, what are the offers that you can give. Number 16, very important. Please remember that. Analyze and prepare your BATNA. BATNA. What is BATNA? It's the best. It's the best agreement to, or the best alternatives. Sorry, the best alternatives to negotiated agreement. I'm going to give you some examples. Like, for example, I have some customers that, for example, in the framework of the trading activities. Like, for example, they have, let's say that pen, for example, they want to import that pen or a pencil, pen or pencil. Anyway, this is a pen. So they will start to search for potential suppliers. They will get many offers, many prices. You have structures of price. I'm going to talk about that maybe later. For example, the Incoterms, international commerce trade. Like, for example, if the price is it for example X work, or free on board, or free alongside the ship, or because you have to also in the negotiations you have to have an idea about the Incoterms. I'm going to maybe next session I'm going to talk about that topic if you are interested in, because it's very important. So, but let's talk about the BATNA. So we'll have many offers. So if you have many offers, then you have alternatives. For example, for supplier number A, for example, has a special offer. Like for example, that pen, for example, costs FOB, free on board. Let's say free on board, for example, Shanghai, for example, in China, 10 cents, for example. The other one is, let's say, 11 cents, for example. Another one, 9 cents. But another one, for example, 5 cents. Oh, how can he give that price? So you have to ask yourself. I mean, to have an idea about the level of prices, and also if the supplier that you have in front of you, is he a trader, or is he I mean a manufacturer? All that kind of things would help you to have many scenery. And you would make, for example, you would make, for example, visits to this to those suppliers. Sometimes you don't know, especially if you go to an overseas countries and you don't speak the language, so you don't know if he is a partner, or if he is an intermediary, or if he is a transit agent. So you have to be careful about that kind of issues, and at the same time to have your BATNA. So you mean the best alternatives of negotiated agreements. In my case, so you have to get an idea about the prices, and also to be aware of, about the structure of the price in that case. Anyway, as I told you, we have 16 techniques. Let's make a recap. The first one is to build a rapport first. Second one is to offer something of value. Third one is to focus on obtaining win-win negotiation. Number 4, to make negotiation about them, not about you. Number 5, don't take it personally. Don't take things personally. Number 6, determine what you are worth. Number 7, always be honest. Number 8, never take the first offer. Number 9, embrace the pregnant pause, which means, for example, that you have to draw benefit from the silence, especially if you take, if you take a break from while to while. Like because you have intense negotiations, so you have to. You should take the break, and that silence you can exploit it to your favor, because sometimes if the words we have in Arabic, we have a proverb which says, if the words are from silver, the silence is from gold. That would help you, and also maybe that can push the other to make a better offer to you. So you save time, and at the same time you can get better offers. Number 10, define your non-negotiables. Number 11, get comfortable saying no. No, it has a power. Number 12, be flexible and don't fix your ideas. Number 13, focus on your counterparts' emotion and culture. Very important. Number 14, understand the big picture. Number 15, ask questions and listen actively. Number 16, analyze and prepare your BATNA. The best alternatives of negotiated agreement. That's it. Thank you for the quality of your attention. Next time, inshallah, maybe I can introduce you another topic, maybe related to the structure of the price, especially in the marketing of export or import. But I'm still thinking. I'm going to think about it, and then I would let you know, inshallah. And as usual, I would finish by the Holy Quran. The first verse, ألا بذكر الله تطمئن القلوب. The second one, وقل اعملوا فسيرى الله عملكم ورسوله مؤمنون وستردون إلى عالم الغيب والشهادة فينبئكم بما كنتم تعملون. Thank you once again for your attention. Bye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.